Right, shift now to more service delivery issues in the eThekwini municipality. Now, most of Inanda residents who were promised state-subsidized houses are reportedly still in limbo at transit camps. 5 years later, just over 25 of the 343 houses promised as part of the Namibia Stop 8 housing project have been built. Residents were relocated to make way for the housing project. Now, for an update on that story, I'm joined by Zamani Khuzwayo, who is a DA councillor there in Ward 37. Zamani, good to have you, and thank you very much for coming on. I would assume that a project of this magnitude would have gone through IRPs, would have gone through budget allocations, would have been part, at least, of the APPs that the various councillors who are in charge, or at least the executive that is in charge, would need to deliver on. What has happened, at least in the last 5 years?
Look, good evening to your viewers and yourself, Thabo. You're quite correct. The project actually passed in 2015 by the council. Then it started 2019. It was supposed to be completed in 2022. Unfortunately, they tabled the report that they need an extension of 12 months, which takes us to last year in May. That's time when they it was tabled that for another extension in May. That's where we start to be worried, to say what is happening with this project, because it was supposed to be finished in 2022. Then the extension was granted. The first extension, they said because of the COVID-19, so that's why the project was affected. It was very unfortunate that when they doing second request, we noticed that there's something wrong with this project. We then requested an oversight on the project, and also requested the report why the project is delaying so much.
And so far, what was the response? Because initially, of course, 100 million was budgeted for the project. They say the project would have moved slowly, one, because of COVID, but also because it was difficult to relocate the people to clear the space for service infrastructure. How true is that?
Yeah, that's what was tabled by the officials, to say it was difficult to remove the people. But the question is that why only this project is difficult? Because all the projects around the eThekwini, they are removing people from one area to another area in a place called a transit camp. Then they failed to give us the report, Thabo. We then, as a Democratic Alliance, went and do an oversight. We found that only one house was tabled, and we came back to the committee and say, only one house that is built out of this 83 million rand, because out of the hundreds, the report says 83 million rand was already used. Then all the councillors now start to be worried and agreed that there has to have an oversight. The oversight was done last year in May. So all the councillors were not happy, but unfortunately, the majority of the councillors, the ANC and the EFF, they did vote in favor of the extension of 43 million rand.
So in 2023, in May, you're saying 83 million had already been used, and when you went to check at that time, only one house had been built.
It was only one house that was built, and there was 3 slabs that were in progress. I mean, obviously, because they knew that the councillors are coming to do an oversight. Then the answers that we were given, we were asking, because I did ask the question of, in a project, there's a milestone. Then if you can't reach your milestone, then you can start to say, we are having a problem with this project. We as councillors of eThekwini, we are stakeholders of all the housing projects or all the projects that are happening within eThekwini. We should have been known. They should have told us during that time that when they see that they cannot reach the milestone, to tell us what is the problem. Then, unfortunately, they didn't do that. Only one house was built.
Has there been any due diligence done on the engineers, the contractors, the service providers? Are these people accredited? Do they know what they're doing? Have they done this before? Have there been changes in those service providers maybe in that period?
No, they're using the same people. But they are politically protected, Thabo, because when you're asking the report from the company and from the project manager, okay, there's two project managers in this project. One project manager, it's a project manager for service provider, but also there's a project manager from the municipality itself. So we did ask the project manager from municipality to give us the report. What is it happening? They're not giving us the report. The previous chairperson of the EFF, Councillor Tembamvo, was chairing the committee, had failed to get that from us. We then write this time around, because now after that 18 months extension and 43 million rand that was additional, there's still only 26 houses, 26 units that has been built. We are left with 6 months. Now, the question is, are they going to build that 285 houses? We worried, but we did ask the current chairperson, Councillor Peggy Mugwengwe of the ANC, to say, can you provide us the answers? We are sitting this coming Thursday on the 20th. We're hoping that we'll get the answers.
And is there more money that has been requested now to finish off the 285?
Look, after that 83 million rand last year, they were granted with 43 million rand, excluding VAT. It was 43 million 737 468 rand that was granted last year. That's excluding VAT. When you including VAT, it's around 49 million rand. So these 26 houses I'm talking about, Thabo, is that 100 million rand plus this 49 million rand that was additional. So we are very worried that the additional money alone can build almost 200 houses. But now we spend more than 150 million rand to build 25 houses or 26 units. Because actually it's 19 buildings, but it's 26 units because one is it's a block of flats that has 8 units. That is why we're saying 26.
So how many units would they need to build by the end of December, where they've said now this is the new deadline for completion?
Yes, by the 18th of December, they need to be finished with 319 houses. I'm not too sure, after they failed to build so many houses, the rates that they're going every 6 months, they're building 9. I'm not too sure with the remaining 6 months, they can turn the magic and build 285 houses. We are very worried. And I can assure you with my project management experience, I can tell you we're not going to reach that target.
Talk to me about the families that are impacted here. So eventually those families were moved. About is it 80 families that or households, shall I say, that occupied that land that were moved? How are they living right now?
When we intervened last year, some of the transit camp didn't have electricity. They were not electrified. But there was water. But now there's electricity. But they still, the environment is not conducive. It's very cold. Remember, in terms of Section 26, it says people must get a proper housing. Now, when you keep them in those tin houses, it's not right. It's not good. It's a very bad situation, to be honest. I just so wish that you can come yourself and see it by yourself. It's a very bad situation.
And is the municipality in a position to can finish the project in terms of resources and financial position, in your view?
Look, in terms of the financial, I think they should have done more than 311 with the amount of money that has been, injected in that project. In terms of the resources, the companies that are doing this project are big companies. So that's why I'm saying I'm not too sure what is it happening here. But I can politically say there's some politicians that are involved in these things. Why I'm saying that, Thabo? Why, as a politician, our role is to play an oversight? Why it's only the DA that is playing oversight in this project? why the rest are supporting the additional money, why they're not questioning about this project. So that's why I'm saying the officials are protected. The other second reason why I'm saying that, one of the projects in Kennedy Road, where the project was 25 million rand, the 18 million rand was requested. Up until today, the project is not finished. But the project manager, I think he resigned or was fired, but the guy is no more with the municipality because of that project. Now with this one, the project manager is still there, and nothing is happening. The chairperson is not worried to get the report. And you ask yourself the question, I mean, these political parties are saying they're representing the poor of the poorest of the poor. But those people in Nanda, they are poor. And that 43 million rand that we wasted in putting there as an additional could have assist another 200 families in Nanda to build those new houses.
Zamani Khuzwayo, we appreciate your time and thank you for highlighting this. Of course, we'll be taking it up also with the council and the municipality there to get some more answers. We thank you for your time.
Thanks, Thabo. I hope that by end of December, you guys come by yourself and see if the municipality managed to do some magic.
No, certainly will do so. Certainly will do so. Zamani Khuzwayo, Ward 37 PR councillor there.